Hello my cupcakes and welcome back to my channel. That was so weird. I was like, welcome back to my channel. As you can see in the title down below, today we are reviewing the new Bare Pro Good for Skin 24-hour full coverage foundation, and I just received this PR package in the mail. I actually received it like last week, but I was testing out the Laura Mercier foundation, so I'm just getting around testing this baby out, and I'm really excited because as you can see, full coverage. I thought it would be really nice if I just showed you guys how the PR package came in. And so if you open this up, ta-da! Oh my god, this is actually pretty heavy. So they're very generous and sent me 2 of the foundation colors, including their new primer, a brush to use, the contour palette, and a contour brush to use as well. So I'll go ahead and use all of this for today's video so that you guys can see. Before we begin, I'm just gonna go over the general details about this foundation, well, and the primer and the contour palette as well. So let's start with the primer. The primer that I have today is the Good Hydrations primer. There are 2 different primers. One is the Combo Control Milky Face Primer for combination skin, and the one I have today is the Good Hydrations Silky Face Primers for normal to dry skin. The primer is a rich, silky texture that dries to a smooth, radiant finish. It also reduces the appearance of dryness and fine lines for a smooth canvas. Again, which is something that I always look for in a primer, so this is all good for me. Now the foundation is available in 30 shades. It says 30 true to you shades. As I mentioned before, this foundation is full coverage. It is good for all skin types. It has a matte finish with an SPF of 20, and it's good to wear for 24 hours. Before I begin the actual application, I just want to quickly go over the Bare Pro Contour Face Shaping Trio. This is a contouring made easy palette. It has a medium to full buildable coverage. It's breathable, silky smooth textures, and has a natural matte finish. It is also available in fair to medium and tan to dark shades, so 2 different palettes. Woo, that was a long intro with a lot of information, so without further ado, let's jump right into the actual application. I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Good Hydrations primer first. Ooh, looks like lotion almost. Huh, it's actually a lot thicker. Does not have any scent, which is good because I like things that smell good, but I also like things when they don't smell at all. I like the way this is applying. It's like, it feels like a mixture between like a silicone primer and a lotion. I can definitely tell what they mean by the silky face primer because it does feel silky and it applies silky as well. The finish, it's like I can feel it being like hydrating because it's still a bit tacky, but I usually like primers to be like a little tacky so that the foundation can stick on a little better, so I do like this. Alright, now that the primer is on, I'm gonna zoom you guys in closer so you guys can see the actual foundation application. Alright, so I have 2 different shades here today. I have one in Golden Ivory 08 and Golden Nude 13. Honestly, if you ask me, just from the packaging and on the bottle, these 2 look exactly the same. I believe the Golden Nude is supposed to be a bit darker, so since I am slightly darker than my usual self due to spray tan, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Golden Nude today. It says start with 1 pump of foundation onto the back of your hand, and it also says 2 pumps will give you full coverage and 3 pumps for a full-blown coverage. You know I'm gonna go for that 3 pumps though. Now since they did provide the actual brush to apply the foundation with, I'm gonna apply half of my face using this brush and half of my face using my good old beauty blender. What is this? Oh, nice. They have a little pump. Always a plus for me. Okay, let's start with 2 and then use the 3 to see what a full-blown coverage looks like. 1, 2. 2 full pumps here. It is a bit runny, which kind of concerns me because I don't know if that's gonna deliver the amount of coverage that I generally like. Lay it on directly. This brush is actually slightly slanted. I don't know if you guys can see. It has a slanted side. So I'm actually going to tilt it this way so that I can blend the foundation nicely. Ooh, I am appreciating the coverage. The coverage is there. I'd say it's not a full-blown coverage like it says. It just looks like a high medium to a full coverage. What I do absolutely love about it is that this looks really natural. Like, it has the coverage, but it looks natural. Damn, these brands be coming out with all these good full coverage foundations that makes it look natural. The color, I'm looking at my monitor right now, it looks a little lighter, but in person it actually doesn't look that bad. So I'm hoping the contour powder or the bronzer will work with it. Alright, let's try the other side using the Beauty Blender. You know what? I think the coverage is the same as the brush side. It also feels more of a natural matte compared to... No, just kidding. They feel exactly the same. I like both sides equally. Yeah, they both look pretty much the same, so I don't think you generally need this brush. If you like applying it with your Beauty Blender, looks the same to me. I do have some more left on the back of my hand, so I'm actually going to use that as the second layer to see if it's buildable and what a full-blown coverage looks like. Alright, so I think the second layer did a pretty good job evening out the entire face, but I'm not sure if it did the best job using it as a second layer of coverage because I'm not sure if it was all that buildable. I don't know if you guys can see right there. It is still peeking through. So I would say that this can be built up to a potential full coverage, but I wouldn't necessarily say or claim that this is a full-blown full coverage. Because to my standard, a full-blown coverage would be the Dermacol foundation. If you guys haven't seen my Dermacol foundation review yet, I will also link that down below for you to see. Obviously, if you don't have problematic skin or if you have pretty normal skin everywhere, this could be a full coverage foundation to you. But I do like how it looks on me right now. It looks very, very natural. I do feel the foundation on my skin a little bit because it is still settling into it. It still feels very slightly tacky, but I don't mind. I'm gonna set it anyways. Alright, it is 1:46. I'm going to finish applying the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I just finished applying my eye makeup and my eyebrows. All I'm wearing on my eyes is this eyeshadow palette right here by LA Girl Cosmetics. Let me just tell you guys right now, this palette is so affordable for what it does. This performs like a high-end luxury eyeshadow palette, applies like one, wears like one. This palette is called Eternalize and I'm literally wearing all the shades on my eyes. On top of that, I even have a discount code that you guys can use. I will put it right here and the link will be down below for you guys to go and purchase one for yourself. 1 or 2, 3 or 4, however many. It's amazing. You guys definitely need one in your life. So to contour my face, I'm using the bareMinerals Bare Pro Contour Palette and the one I have is Tan to Dark. When you open it up, you will see 3 shades. I'm also going to use the brush they provided me. This is their Blooming Blush Brush. Ooh, this brush is soft. That looks really dark, but let's just wait until we blend it out. I'm gonna dip my brush in number 2, and then I'm going to blend it out. I think this palette is a little bit too dark for me, but I think I could work with it. This brush though is like a little stiff for me to blend with. It's good to lay your contour color, but I don't think it's good to blend all that. Yeah, I think this brush is a little too stiff, so I'm gonna just use my Morphe E4 brush. Gotta use what you like, you know, to make it work. Oh yeah, much better. I like it when contour brushes have a little flexibility so that I can control the amount and how I like the blending placement. think that looks nice. Alright, I'm gonna attempt to contour my nose using the number 2 shade right here. I'm not sure how this will turn out because this shade is a little too warm for me to contour my nose with. Let's just see how this performs. Alright, I'm gonna use number 3 right here to blend the nose contour. Okay, so I do like this to contour my face with. I don't know how I feel about contouring my nose with it. I think I'm just really used to using more of a cool tone color to contour my nose with. Alright, all of my face is on. All of my face is on. It is currently 2:24 in the afternoon. I'm gonna try and wear this as long as I can today. I'm actually picking up Phil at the airport at 10:30 p.m. today, so I'm gonna try to have this face on until then. I'm actually going to call my finish time at 2 p.m. since that's generally when I finished applying my foundation and the rest of my makeup. Besides picking up Phil later tonight, I don't really have much to do today. I'm probably gonna just go grocery shopping and hang out with my dogs. So I'll see you guys in the midday. Alright guys, it is currently 9 o'clock at night. I don't know where the time went. I was actually spending the entire day with one of my friends and we got really busy talking and I completely forgot to do a midday check-in, and now it's 9 o'clock, so I've worn this foundation for 7 hours. Oh my gosh. Usually I would probably end the foundation review at this time, but because this foundation claims to be long wearing as well, I'm gonna try to wear it for like a couple more hours. But yeah, I still wanted to do some sort of like check-in, so I am starting to get a little oily, like nothing too extreme. Also, surprisingly, the foundation did not oxidize. It stayed true to color the entire time, which is a good thing if the color matches you perfectly from the get-go. But overall, foundation still looks great. It looks almost as exactly as how I applied it. I'm really surprised at like how the sides of my nose is still staying put. Nothing is separating. I'm looking at my mirror in front of me, except for the little bit of oil peeking through, which is completely normal for me. It still looks good. Again, I'm gonna try my best to wear it for a couple more hours and I will let you guys know the final result at the end of the day. Oof, these lights are bright. Alright guys, I'm back for my final checkup. It is currently 12:38 at night. I've worn this foundation for 10.5 hours. My voice is starting to become even huskier than normal. But the review must be completed, so let's take a closer look at the foundation. Okay, so immediately I can definitely notice the separation that's starting to happen on top of my lips. Yeah, it just started to fade quite a bit right here and like the chin area slightly. Not too bad, but I can see that it has started to fade around this area. Usually foundations tend to oxidize like a tad bit, but I'm really surprised that this one hasn't oxidized at all. I don't know if you guys can see right now, but I am starting to oil just a little bit. It's nothing like how I usually look with my other regular foundations that I use. This is actually pretty compatible to the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion foundation because the end results look almost the same. And I am very pleased with the final result, just like how I was with the Laura Mercier foundation. Overall, this foundation is Christina approved. I will definitely be wearing this again. I do feel like I need to pick up a slightly darker shade for the days when I'm slightly tanner. Alright guys, that completes this review. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already and hit that little bell button to be notified every time I upload a new video. Also, please don't forget to follow me and add me on all of my other social media handles, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!